Hello, my beautiful alchemists. Today we are on day 28 of ease, and we are not done with the pandemic yet. We are going through the ebbs and flows and cycles, and what I really want to emphasize today is to understand that not only is life a big cycle, but so is this whole pandemic. And when you look at history of what happened after the last pandemics that have crossed this earth, then you really do see that it goes on for years and years, and then you go through a recovery period after the whole thing is done. So if you know that, you can really plan for it and make the most of it, so that you can use this time of massive upheaval to break down the things that aren't working for you, and then also create lasting change and sustainable success. So today, the guidance is all about friendships and how to maintain friendships when, you know what, you might be really tired. I know myself and a lot of my close friends who I can just be really honest and upfront with, we are all feeling the social fatigue. And it's natural, it's normal, and it's really hard to go back to living the way we were living pre-pandemic when we don't have that stamina or that sustained ability to be around people all the time, to do our commute all the time. And also, we were just traumatized. So we have to kind of give ourselves a break. But at the same time, we don't want to be not putting ourselves out there as much in a way that will hinder our sociability and our friendships in the long term. So we've talked a little bit about grief and how to process grief, and how being isolated is traumatic because we are pack animals and we need other people, and needing other people is great. But now we want to focus on how we are showing up, how we're being an influence, as we spoke about a few days ago. And now we're really hyper focusing in on how we influence our friendships and our relationships. So in terms of friendships and relationships, what I'm really referring to is our own inner circle, the people who mean the most to us. This doesn't have to mean the people that we see every day. I know for myself, some of my best friends I only see once every few months, because we have such a deep bond that it's okay if we're focusing on our work or on traveling or whatever, and it's not a big deal. So these are people that just make you light up. Those are the friends that we want to focus on today. Friends, lovers, family, whatever. So diving into that, we're just going to break this up by doing a little micro meditation. And I want you to inhale and just recenter, and put one hand over your belly and one hand over your heart. And as you inhale and exhale, envision yourself being connected with a big mother tree. So one of the oldest trees on earth. A tree that is so connected with the earth that you actually feel it speaking to you as you connect into it. And as you envision your spine leaning back against this tree, ground yourself into the roots of the tree. Don't think, just let it happen. And invite in all the high-level vibrations that this tree has to offer you now. Great. And now say, Spirit, connect me with deep earth and fill my body with magic. And as you start to feel that shift, return to your breath Inhaling and exhaling, and you just reset the vibe. So that is something that I learned through Shaman Durek meditations. I feel like I talk about him in almost all of these videos, and that's because these techniques are so good, they're so simple, and they really just work, at least for me, and I hope they work for you. So now, diving into the real guidance, we're going to move in what, so what, now what. So what is going on? What's going on right now is that you are having more influence on your relationships, because now as you rebuild your life, you're taking back control of all the areas where you were sending out energy. And most likely you're evaluating if certain situations are worth it for you, if you really enjoyed certain dynamics, or if you'd like to kind of build up a whole new practice and vibe of how you share your energy and share your light and who you share it with. So when you are interacting with your friends who make you feel like you are living your best life, and I don't mean gaslighting you, I mean people you just have fun with. When you're with these people, it's very important that you take an active role in cultivating positivity in these relationships, because we are all so sensitive right now for all the reasons I listed in the beginning of this video and more. So as the sensitivity exists and then we're going out into the world, our natural buffers or our natural sense of like emotional protection or even auric protection kind of lessens a little bit. It's like having a barrier that needs a lot of friction to maintain its strength, and that barrier has been softened. So when you are dealing with your friends, it's really important to really cultivate experiences that are neutral and lift everyone up. So a good example of this is you might want to invite your close friends to go do some sort of detoxification bathhouse sauna experience where you guys can go and do hot and cold therapy or get a massage and really just enjoy being in a place where you are experiencing something unique. And the reason why this is good and why this example is good is because you are essentially cleansing out those emotions and the toxins that build up in your body, but also replenishing immediately those feelings of dopamine and endorphins and serotonin, and maybe you're laughing because the sauna is so hot and the ice bath is so cold. This is truthfully one of my favorite things to do with my friends, and it's always such a good bonding experience because the focus and the experiences are so much more than just you and me sitting and eating food and talking about who even knows what. Because what I have found, and again what my friends are telling me as well, is like there's not that much to talk about that is positive, because first of all, we were like cooped up in our houses and everything is so politicized and sensitive, and we need to find ways to break the ice, to lessen the hypersensitivity, and to just enjoy things that are really just positive experiences, because we've had a lot of negative experiences this last year and a half, and we need to keep bringing in the positive experiences in every single way we can, so that we can just go with the flow a little bit more, feel a little brighter and appreciated in our friendships, and really just allow ourselves to enjoy the little things so we can go with the flow with the things that we cannot control. So that is your advice today, and it really takes everything that we have gone through in terms of this series of really building up that inner strength, processing the hard emotions, recognizing how we influence others, recognizing how we're treating ourselves and our home and all of that, and now taking all of that work that we've done and then bringing it outwardly to our friends first, and creating experiences that we can enjoy. And your ideal experience might not be a bathhouse. It might not be anything related to wellness, although it might be, but just doing something fun and unique, maybe going to an art gallery, maybe planning something that you know your friend loves and appreciates. So for example, I have a friend who loves opera. I might not be obsessed with opera, but I know that if I went with him, I would have so much fun. So maybe, like getting tickets to an opera event that's outdoors would be something really positive, where I could use my presence and my influence to make someone feel seen, heard, appreciated, and valued as a friend and as a person in my life. And that's the goal of today's exercise, doing something that is small but genuine and powerful in making someone feel like they matter to you, because I'm sure that people in your life really do matter to you, and it can be a lot to just be like, hey, you matter to me. So instead, it's better to show it through your actions, because that is kind of what can light up someone's heart and create positive memories and really just set everyone's week on a really positive path. So I hope that this video was helpful for you, and I hope you have an amazing day, because you deserve it. Don't let anything make you feel like you don't deserve to be happy. Work on the hard stuff and keep going. Don't stop. Bye.